Oh, hey guys, wow. People are here. Yeehaw. I'm gonna actually wait yay! I'm gonna wait several minutes just to let people get in here. Hi, Jason. This is such a strange orientation. My phone is sideways. I shall look into the camera. My mom's gonna come and do yoga off camera, and the dogs are here. Come here, Griffin. Oh, Summer. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just gonna wait until like 7:05 to actually get started, but let's get this yogurt. Totally, couldn't agree more. And you're gonna have to bring the donuts yourself. Summer. Yeah, so if you wanna like get a blanket, just like a folded up blanket, if you have a block, you could use that too. You probably won't really need it. This is gonna be very casual, slow, easygoing yoga. 45 minutes, keeping it short because I'm kind of worried about Instagram cutting me off. Never done this before, so I hope that you can hear me okay and it's not glitchy, and yeah, I came to the best Wi-Fi connection I knew of to try and be consistent for you guys. So thank you for coming and being here. So yeah, we'll just wait a few minutes to get started. 7:05 on the dot, I will start. But how's everybody doing? Hi, Sarah. Hey. Instagram Live is so weird because it's like I know that you guys are here, but I can't see you. It's even weirder. Hanging in there, good. Yeah, me too. It's even weirder because like from a yoga perspective, I can't see what you guys are doing, so can't like give specific cues to how to move your body, but we're just gonna do our best here and work with what we got. I hope that Instagram doing okay, good. And a peaceful smiley face. I hope that Instagram is like a good method for this. What are you doing? Stop. I'm live in front of you. You don't need to stream it.
Shut up. Why have you counted?
Okay, thank you. Yeah, we have 12 people in here. Nice, good sized class. Summer, what's up? What's happening? What's happening? Anybody else have dogs? Aubrey has chickens with her. Yay. Okay, 3 more minutes. So actually we'll take this time, is there anything specific that anybody wants to work on? Like, I know J-Boy and KT reporting Jonathan. Yeah, so if there's anything specific you want to work on, for me, like I've been on my phone and on my computer a ton, like probably more than usual this week. So I want to open up my shoulders. My hip flexors are really sore. Hi. Heart openers, back and shoulder stretching. Yes, for sure, 100%. I'm really not going to throw anything crazy in here. Quads. Okay, we'll see, Aubrey. Aubrey, for anybody who doesn't know, just ran 40 miles over the past 2 days, a mile on the hour every hour. A psycho person, but psycho in a good way. She's an inspiration to all of us. Hi, Andrea. Wow. Technology. So I'm here in my parents' house, which they're selling. This is my house where I grew up. You've got our beautiful backyard landscape behind us here in Little Rock, Arkansas. Hi, Aurora. Wow, so fun. Psycho in a good way, yes. Okay, yeah, so we'll start in a couple minutes. Again, for everybody who just joined, if you want to have a blanket just folded up, just something to support your hips because we're going to be sitting a little bit. Or if you have a block, you could use that too, or a pillow, or just anything. And get your phone somewhere where you'll be able to hear me. So being able to see me is not really going to be so much of a thing. Like, it would be better if you can hear me and are focusing on your body and not like trying to look at the video. But I'm going to be practicing along with you so you can look at me for cues on how to move if you do need to do that. But just make sure that you can hear it. Maybe grab a charger that's nearby, just so that your phone doesn't die on you. But if it does, no big deal. And I'll try to be doing more of these too. I'm gonna let y'all say hi to Griffin. It's Griffin. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get started here. All right, Griffin. Okay. You wanna go over there? No? Okay. Whoop. All right, cool. So, it's officially 7:05. We're gonna get started. Summer. So everybody just come to a seat on your mat. And I'm now covered in dog hair. And if you have like tight hips or need a little bit of assistance sitting up straight, just grab a blanket or a block or whatever you have to help you lift your hips up off the ground a little bit and sit up on that. You can have your legs crossed in front of you or whatever is going to be a comfortable seat for you. So, you can have your hands on your knees with your palms facing up or facing down, whatever is comfortable for you. Just take a moment to ground yourself here in this space, wherever you are. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Breathe in. Breathe out. On the next inhale, lift your shoulders up towards your ears. And then on your exhale, roll them back down your spine. Squeeze them together along your spine. And so we'll stay here for just a few moments, just breathing in and out through the nose. You can open your mouth on the exhale if that feels good. You're welcome to close down your eyes. And just get into this physical space. Start to become present to what your breath is feeling like as it comes in and out. Pull your shoulders back again. Sit up nice and tall. Pull your low belly in. Feel your sits bones rooting down through whatever you're sitting on, whether that's the mat or up on something to lift you up. Keep breathing in and out. As opposed to side or whatever your other options are for breathing. Take a deep breath in. And this time, let an audible sigh come out. Ha. Again, breathe in. Ha. Open up your eyes. Wiggle your shoulders back and forth a little bit. Do a little bit of neck stretching. So start out, take your right ear to your right shoulder. I'm gonna mirror you, so don't worry if you're like, but you're doing your left side. It's for you. Right ear to right shoulder. And just let the weight of your head stretch out that left side of your neck. If you want a little bit more, you can take your right hand and gently place it on top of your head, but don't push, just let it rest there. You can take your left fingertips to the mat for a little bit more. Keep breathing in and out through your nose. And release your hand. And then slowly turn your chin toward your right shoulder. So you're going to be looking down over your right shoulder towards the mat. Sitting up nice and tall, breathing. And come back through center. Do the opposite side. Take your left ear to your left shoulder. Just let it hang out here for a second. Right fingertips, well, both fingertips can reach down towards the mat. You can take that left hand, place it on top of your head. Very, very gentle, no pressure, just letting the weight pull your head down a little bit more. Maybe even actively reach out through your right fingertips towards the ground. Release your hand back down to the ground and then gently turn your chin to meet your left shoulder. Looking down over your left shoulder towards the mat. And at any point, if you feel that you're starting to cross the line of discomfort into pain, just dial it back a little bit. Keep breathing. We'll do a few circles around, so let your chin come to your chest. Hold there for just a moment. And then roll to the right, around. Come all the way around a couple times. Slowly. Just feeling any tension that you might be working through here. And then after your next time coming back through center, switch directions. Notice if you've started to slump at all, sit up nice and tall. Nice and slow. And it might feel different going one way than the other way. Come back through center. All right, reach your left hand up towards the ceiling or the sky if you're outside. Breathe in. Reach over to the right side. You can let your other hand come down to the mat. Really feel that in your side body. And try to keep your shoulder integrated into your spine here. So don't let your shoulder come up towards your ear, but pull it back and down. You're really reaching through your fingertips. And come back through center, release. We'll switch sides, right arm up, stretch, reach, reach, reach. And then walk your left hand out, come over to the side. And try and rotate your heart up towards the ceiling or the sky. Keep breathing. And come back through center. All right, just take a few rolls back chest. Okay, and now slowly we're going to transition onto all fours. So if you have any sensitivity in your knees, you might want to take your blanket and spread it out so that you can have your knees on the blanket. If you need any extra padding, just be mindful of that. But otherwise, just set yourself up on all fours, coming into tabletop position. And something I've been noticing in myself is that I'm getting a lot of pain in between my fingers, I think just from scrolling so often on my phone. So we want to really spread the fingers out. Spread your fingers as wide as you can. And set your hands up so that your index fingers are parallel to the outside edges of your mat. It's going to create a slight external rotation. Set your wrists right below your shoulders, knees right underneath your hips. Take a deep breath in, let your belly come low, squeeze your shoulder blades together and look up. Exhale, pull your belly in and round through the spine, press the mat away. Breathe in. Breathe out. Keep doing these on your own breath. Inhale to come up. Exhale to round through the spine and press the mat away. Breathe in. Exhale. And on the next few, start to bring some sideways movement into this. So you might reach your shoulder to your hip. You might go back and forth a little bit, stretch out your wrists side to side. Just find what feels good in your body. Maybe you hold in one place for a little bit longer. Keep breathing, connecting your breath to your movements. And come back to center. On your next inhale, lift your right arm straight up to the sky. Exhale and reach it underneath your left armpit. Let your right shoulder come all the way down to the mat, as well as the right side of your face. You can keep pressing with that left hand into the mat. Try and keep your hips over your knees. If you want, you can also wrap your left hand around your low back. Press your left hand into the mat, lift back up, reach your right hand back up to the sky, and exhale back through center. And we'll switch sides. Breathe in, left hand goes high. Exhale, reach underneath your right armpit, let your left shoulder come down to the mat and the left side of your face. You can hold here using your right hand as a kickstand. Or you can take it a little farther, wrapping your right arm around your low back. And a lot of you guys practice yoga frequently, so if you have other modifications that you want to use at any point, obviously feel free to take those. If anything doesn't feel good at any point, scale it back, modify. This is your practice. I'm just providing some options. All right, bring your right hand back down to the mat. Press down to lift up. Come back onto all fours. And let's take a child's pose. So starting out, we'll do extended child's pose. Take your knees as wide as the mat. Reach your hands as far forward as they'll go and let your chest come down to the mat. Rest your forehead down on the mat. And just breathe here. Press all 10 fingers down, activate. Press your hips back towards your heels. You can roll your forehead side to side across the mat if that feels good. Really getting into the hip flexors here. Mine are fairly tight. So if this is a lot for you, you can always bring your knees closer together. Keep breathing. One more deep inhale. On that exhale, shift forward. We're gonna come into downward facing dog, and if downward facing dog isn't available to you, you can just stay on your knees and come into puppy pose. So just reaching your fingers forward, letting your chest reach down towards the mat and gazing forward. But if you are ready, go ahead and come into your downward facing dog. Again, you can stay on all fours if you'd like. Start to pedal out your down. Bending into one knee and the other. Maybe lift up one foot at a time. And really use your foundation here. Really use your hands. Press every fingertip into the mat so you're not putting so much pressure on your wrists. Keep a slight bend in your knees here to start. Engage through your arms. Squeeze your legs. Make it nice and active. Breathe in. Sigh out. One more deep breath in. Sigh it out. And then walk forward towards your hands. Come into a forward fold. Take a slight bend in your knees so that your low belly is connecting to the tops of your thighs. So you don't necessarily want to have straight legs here to where your back is straining. Bend your knees so that you can really connect the bottom of your belly to the tops of your thighs, letting your spine flow forward towards the mat. Release your head and neck completely. And if you want, you can grab opposite elbows here, form a box around your head, come into ragdoll. Sway side to side if that feels good. Rock your way into your toes. Not lifting your heels, but just making them light on the mat. You might be feeling a lot of tightness in your hamstrings here, especially if this is your first forward fold of the day. Try and let your mind allow your body to release that tension. Breathe. All right, release your hands down to the mat. And place your hands on the mat or on your shins. Create a flat back with your spine, reaching the crown of your head forward. Pull your belly in, shoulder blades together. Exhale, fold forward. And breathe in, come all the way up to standing. Okay, you can barely still see me here. All right, reach up to standing. And then come into your Tadasana. Really ground down into the mat with your feet here. So grounding down through all four corners of both feet. Take a slight bend in your knees. Lift up your kneecaps? That's the word, right? Kneecaps. Lift up your kneecaps So you can feel your quads engage. Tuck your pelvis under, pull your belly in, lift your heart up, squeeze your shoulder blades together, breathe in. All right, now reach up. My hands are coming out of view now, but you're just gonna have to imagine what I'm doing. Pretend you're holding a beach ball in between your hands. Your pinkies are facing forward, your thumbs are facing back, shoulders are away from your ears, and you're holding this ball here. It's not just sitting there, you're holding it. So you're actively pulling your hands towards each other, keeping the space in between them. A lift up through your heart and lean over to the right. Pull your belly in, stretch through your left side body. Rotate your heart toward the sky. Someone's meowing. Come back through center, and then reach over to the left. I'm looking at the screen now, and I realize I actually might not be mirroring you. I'm sure somebody will let me know. Breathe. Just listen to what I say as far as directions, and don't copy what I'm doing. Okay, inhale. Exhale, release your hands down through heart center. Lift your heart up into your thumbs and release. While we're here standing up, we'll go ahead and do some balance poses. I'm bringing this over to me so I can see the time. Woo. All right, shake it out a little bit. And we'll start with tree. So start out by just lifting your heel off the ground. Your right heel off the ground, and then maybe lift your right knee up in front of you. Hold there. And then see if you can do this without reaching down to grab your foot. Place your right foot somewhere on the inside of your left thigh. And then if you have to reach down to adjust, that's okay. It's just kind of interesting to see where the strength of our body can take us without us having to adjust ourselves. But then if you have to adjust, that's fine. And if you need to have a kickstand at the bottom, that's okay too. Just be where you need to be. Avoid the actual knee. Hands at heart. Take a slight bend in your standing knee. So you're using your muscle. You got it. Breathe. Press your palms together. Little challenge, look up to the ceiling. Woo. Now you can feel your foot and your leg working. For 3, 2, 1, release. Now we'll switch sides. Left side, okay, don't reach down again. Lift your left foot and just see where it lands. That's pretty good actually. My left side was better than my right side. But I'm still gonna reach down and adjust because I like it a little bit higher. Slight bend in your right leg. Hands to heart center. Squeeze your standing leg into your foot and press your foot into your leg. Pull your belly in, squeeze your shoulders together. Lift your heart into your thumbs. Press down through all sides of your foot. Press down through your big toe and your heel. There's that La Quoa burp. If you fall, keep coming back up. Not talking about anyone in particular that I can see. Okay, balance challenge. I'm sorry, that was rude of me. Okay, balance challenge. Look up at the ceiling. Oh gosh. Breathe. Keep looking up. You got it? And release. Shake it out. Whew. Okay, good job. All right, and face the front of your mat again. Sweep your arms up. Breathe in. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. place your hands down on the mat. Step your left foot back and then your right foot back. Uh-oh, we're in a plank. You can take your knees down if you need to. That's totally fair game. Spread your fingers wide. Press your heels back. Reach the crown of your head forward. Squeeze every muscle in your body. Hold here for 5, 6, 7. No, just until I say to stop. Keep squeezing. Breathe. Okay, now lower slowly to your belly for 3, 2, 1. Ah, yes. Nice. All right. Press the tops of your feet into the mat so you can feel your kneecaps start to lift. And then drag your hands back next to your rib cage. Lift up for a baby cobra. Pull your elbows in, breathe in. Exhale, touch your forehead to the mat. Release. Breathe in, lift up, baby cobra. Squeeze your legs, squeeze your butt, squeeze your back. Exhale, release. One more, I'm going to give you the option to do locust pose here. So you can come up into your baby cobra like we did those past few times, or interlace your fingers above your low back and lift everything up. Extend long through your neck for 3, 2, 1, release. And place your hands down on the mat. You can either press up into plank or up onto all fours and tuck your toes under. And shift back into your downward facing dog. Lift your right heel high. Bend your knee, fan your hip open. Maybe make some circles with your ankle. And then step your right foot through in between your hands. And everybody go ahead and lower your back knee down. So you can keep your toes tucked under, or you can have the top of your foot flat on the mat. Just depends. If you need a little bit of cushioning for your back knee, go ahead and place that there. And then lift up. Reach your arms up overhead, coming into modified crescent lunge. Breathe here. And place your hands on your right thigh and really let yourself sink into this hip stretch. It's going to be pretty intense. Just try and let yourself relax into this. Relax is probably not the best choice of words. It's not quite relaxing, but release the tension. Let your shoulders come down away from your ears, unclench your jaw. Pull your belly in so you're not flexing too much into your low back. If you want a little bit more and you want to tuck your toes and come up off of your back knee, you can. But this is a very chill yoga sesh, so I'm doing it this way. All right, we'll come into a twist. So put your hands together at heart center, extend forward, and then take your left elbow to the outside of your right thigh. Make sure your right foot is stacked right over your right ankle. Breathe. Inhale to lengthen forward. Exhale to twist. You can try looking over your right shoulder. Pull your right hip back. Gently press your left hip forward. Pressing into the mat with your back foot. And slowly unravel, coming forward. Now take your hands to the mat, straighten into your right leg, and we'll fold over that front leg. Now try and keep your front foot flat on the mat for now, and we'll flex it in just a moment. Reach with your chest towards your toes. Use your hands for balance. And then go ahead and flex your toes towards your face. Take your hips as far back as you want to take them. If you want to go ahead and take them all the way back, you can. Personally, I find I get a little bit more out of this if I stay lifted here. So just play around with it and see what works for you. But again, always creating length. So reaching forward with your chest as you lengthen to deepen. Keep breathing in and out through your nose. And then we'll shift back forward. Plant your hands, tuck your left toes, step your right foot back. And if you want to flow through a vinyasa, you can go ahead and do that, or just shift back to downward facing dog. We'll take 5 breaths here in downward facing dog. In and out through your nose. Shake your head loose. Pull your belly in. One more inhale, and on that exhale, let it out through your mouth. All right, lift your left leg. Bend your knee, fan your hip open. Try and keep your shoulders square to the mat. A few circles around with your foot here. Other direction. And then shift forward, step your left foot through. Hold here in this runner's lunge for just a moment, and then let that right knee come down to the mat. Breathe in, lift your arms up high. And then bring your hands down to your left thigh. Again, making sure that you're stacking your joints, so knee over ankle. Make sure your right foot is coming right straight out of your hip here. Breathing into your hip flexors here. You can feel that nice stretch on your right quad. Pull your belly button towards your spine. Pressing your right hip forward and gently pulling your left hip back. So trying to square the hips forward. All right, hands together at heart center. We'll reach forward, whoop, through your torso, and then twist to the left. So right elbow on the outside of your left thigh. Breathing in as you reach forward through the crown of your head. Exhaling as you pull that left shoulder back into the twist. And slowly unravel, come back through center. And then slowly straighten into your front leg, keeping it flat on the mat for now. Fold over your left leg. Should feel this in your hamstrings. Also in the front of your foot, your left foot. All right, heel your left foot up off the mat, shift your hips back. You feel a little different stretch in your hamstrings here. And really pull your left toes back towards your face. Not actually with your hands, but just physically pulling them back, activating your hamstrings here. Inhaling to reach your chest forward. Exhaling to deepen into the fold. Try and release any tension in your face, your shoulders, your jaw. Shift back forward. Plant your hands on the mat. Tuck your right toes under, lift your right knee, step back into your plank, and come into your downward facing dog. I'm going to step both feet through and come to a seat. Almost out of time, this went really fast. All right, so come on and roll onto your back. Take your feet so that they're pretty close to your hips here. Roll your shoulders together underneath you. Press your feet down and lift your hips coming into bridge pose. And don't give this your like full 10 out of 10 effort. You don't need to be squeezing your butt like crazy or anything. Just a gentle lift. Release down. We'll do 2 more of those. Breathe in. Exhale, lift. Release. Breathe in. Exhale, press up. Squeeze your thighs. Press your feet down into the mat. And then exhale, release. Take the soles of your feet together, let your knees come out wide. Supta Baddha Konasana. You can take one hand on your belly, the other on your heart. Just let gravity do the work here. Maybe close your eyes. Take your mind back to the sensation of your breath. No matter what you have going on during your days right now, it takes a lot to dedicate time to yourself and to getting back in your body. So just be grateful that you dedicated the time today when you could be doing so many other things. To put down the distractions, be with yourself. Give yourself a nice deep stretch and a series of deep breaths. It's so needed right now. It's always needed. Bring your knees back together. We'll do one more hip stretch. So lift your right leg up, cross it over your left thigh, and creating kind of a figure 4 here. And then lift your left leg up towards you. You're going to reach your hands through that little hole that's created between your thighs and wrap behind your left thigh, pulling in gently towards you. You should really feel that in your right glute. And then you can gently use your right elbow to press forward on your right thigh. Keep both feet flexed here. That little action will protect your knees. And when your mind starts to wander, just bring it back to the sensations that you're feeling in your body, back to your breath. Gently release that. And we'll switch sides. Left leg high, cross it over your right thigh, lift your right leg, pull it towards you, reach through that hole that you've created, and then gently pull towards yourself with your hands and press your left elbow into your left thigh, flexing both feet. And again, just take stock of what's happening in the rest of your body right now. Are your shoulders hunched up to your ears? Relax them down to the mat. Maybe lift the corners of your mouth. Dare I say smile? Breathe. All right, loosen your grip, relax down, stretch your legs out away from you. We'll do a little twist here. We'll pull your right knee into your chest, squeeze it in, and then pull it across to the left side of your body. Maybe let your right hand come out to the side and gaze out over your right fingertips. Nice supine twist. Every time I do this, I get like the biggest crack in my low back, and it's so satisfying. I always do this, even if the teacher doesn't call it. Let's switch sides, bring your left leg into your chest, and come over to the right side. Left hand comes out to the side, gaze over your left fingertips. And gently come back through center. Okay, so let your legs come out. Let your arms come out to the side. Made it through. Did it. Release everything. Close down your eyes. Let one last deep exhale come out. Let everything go. We'll take a few breaths here. On your next exhale, roll over onto one side. Gently press yourself back up into a seated position. You don't have to do that. You can stay in your Shavasana if you'd like to. But it is 7:45, so I don't want to wrap it up for people who have anything else to do. Let your hands come down to your knees. Close down your eyes. Breathe in, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, draw your hands together at heart center. Roll your shoulders back. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I really appreciate you taking the time and tuning in to flow with me, with whoever you're with my mom and my dogs. Thank yourselves. Take this moment to be grateful for this time that you spent. Bring your thumbs to your third eye center in the middle of your forehead. We'll all bow and say namaste.
Namaste.
Yay! If you're still in Shavasana and you're trying to hang out for a little while, feel free to turn me off and just hang out. Thank you guys so much for coming and being here. I hope that was good for you. I am gonna just get this out of the way right off the bat. I will accept donations, but it's absolutely not required at all. So I'm gonna comment my Venmo handle right now, actually, just in case you want to do that, but that's not required whatsoever. This was really intended to be a super chill class, just like a nice stretch and a time for us to all relax together. But I will be doing more of these, so if there is something specific that you are looking for in your yoga practice and you want to do more of these, just message me. We can do more of a power flow style class if you want to. We can do more like this or a combination. So just let me know if there's something specific that you like want to work on. I know we said we were going to do hips and shoulders, and I didn't really have a whole lot of that stuff in here, so we could do a class that's all hip and shoulders. Just let me know and we can work on that. But yeah, if you want to make a donation and I didn't acknowledge it, then just message me and we can figure that out. But again, I want this to be available for everyone, so don't worry about it if that's not something that you want to do. I'm just happy that you could be here and flow on your mat, and yeah, it's a really fun way to stay connected. So I hope that everyone is staying as mentally healthy as possible. I think this is a really good way to help with that whole process. Yoga is super helpful for me in doing that, just like get off my phone and be more present with like my physical body and quiet my mind a little bit. So I hope that you guys got something out of that. And again, please give me feedback. Tell me what you thought. I love you guys so much. Thanks for coming. I'm going to post this on my feed. So peace. Have an amazing night. Love you.